and welcome to the Webcast for Thursday, February 6th. I'm South Ops meteorologist Jonathan O'Brien. Visible satellite this morning shows a good deal of cloud cover away from the deserts once again as we remain in an unsettled weather pattern. And our next weather system is on our doorstep this morning. Radar shows steady rain beginning to fill in across the central coast and points northward. There has also been some intermittent light shower and drizzle activity across the south coast of Southern California. So we have an unsettled weather day ahead, and conditions will be going downhill today. Here's a look from a high-resolution model at what the radar may look like as we go through the next 24 to 36 hours. Widespread rain will overspread the region today and tonight, then gradually taper off through the day on Friday. And similar to the first round of this sequence of storms, rain today and tonight will be steadiest and heaviest over central California and then taper off to the south. Here's a look at about how much additional rainfall we can expect. Again, this does not include what's already fallen in the past few days. Note the scale down at the bottom. I do think this map is slightly overdone, especially in parts of Southern California, but it generally captures the overall picture. The lower and flatter terrain of Central California will receive up to an inch of additional rain, with mainly half an inch or less in the San Joaquin Valley. For the Sierra and Big Sur coast, 2 to 4 inches of rainfall are expected, with some locally higher totals possible. Heading southward, the south-facing foothills and mountains from Santa Barbara County eastward to San Bernardino County will receive an additional half-inch to inch-and-a-half of rain through Friday, locally a little higher in the wettest areas, with lesser totals in the coasts and valleys of those counties. Flooding risks should be fairly low on recent burn scars since precipitation rates will be gradual. And south of Los Angeles County, where rain will be even lighter, totals will be mainly less than half an inch. This is still a fairly warm storm system. The snow level will remain mostly above or around 7,000 feet through most of the precipitation period, and even a little higher in Southern California. Significant additional snowfall is expected for the High Sierra, probably at least a couple of feet, but there will be little snowfall for the SoCal mountains due to the high snow levels and lesser amounts of precipitation. Winds will be on the increase as this next round of rain moves in. South to west winds of 20 to 30 miles per hour with gusts to 50 miles per hour and locally higher will continue across the mountains, deserts, and the central coast through Friday evening. As we head into the weekend, our strong troughing pattern from this week will be replaced by more of a weak and overland type troughing pattern over the interior west, which should allow for dry weather to build in for the Saturday through Tuesday time frame, so that should be a pretty uneventful stretch. With weak troughing still in place, it'll remain seasonably cool. Here's a look at Saturday's forecast highs, and these won't change much through early next week. 50s and 60s will be common. Winds will go around to a light north to northeast flow this weekend, then increase out of the west by Monday afternoon and Tuesday. With that light offshore flow, minimum humidity will drop to around 15 to 30% over most of Southern California Saturday and Sunday, then increase to around 20 to 40% on Monday and Tuesday as onshore flow returns. And while it's still pretty early in the going, we are closely watching the weather for the middle and end of next week. Weather models continue to indicate what could be a significant storm, bringing widespread rain to the region as early as Wednesday or Thursday. It's still too early to have high confidence on rain totals with that one, but some of our data does indicate some very heavy rain, potentially several inches even for Southern California, and an outcome like that would pose a major concern for flooding and debris flows on our recent burn scars. So that will be a period to keep a close eye on. But in the meantime, we continue to bring much-needed moisture to the region without any major flooding concerns. Fuels of all classes, both dead and live, should see moisture increases over the next few days, and green up will continue to progress across the region, though areas south of LA County will still need a little more moisture to really jumpstart the growing season. That may come next week. From an RX and burning conditions perspective, conditions should be quite favorable for burning from Saturday through Tuesday as the weather and fuels gradually dry out. And there are no concerns for any fire weather issues over the next 7 days. That's it for today's webcast. Thanks for joining us. The next one will be on Friday, February 7th.